Okay. In what ways have you felt appreciated or reached out to as an African American in our community?
Well, personally, I always look forward to at Miss Coonrod's house the dinner that they hold at like the beginning of the year. And I remember as a freshman when I was coming in, and you know, she had that dinner, and I met some of like even like the best friends that I have today. I mean, some of them graduated, but I mean that was one of the ways I just like it was like the first few weeks, and I really felt like welcome because I was very nervous about coming, and they hold it like every year, and I.
Yeah, I think it's like pretty good because like one of my things, I just don't like feeling like a different like creature. Like, if yeah, I'm black, but I'm not like completely like different from you. So as long as like I know people will say like some jokes and like, oh, like no offense, or like, oh, I'm sorry, like I don't want to offend you. But it's like, I mean, I get some people get offended with certain things, but it's just like I'm still human. Like, we can still be good friends. Like, I don't want to just be like your best black friend. Like, just I can just be your best friend. So.
But I think like a lot of times I think that I think it depends on the student, but I know that I tend to like offer a different perspective when I'm in a classroom or even outside the classroom. Just like the other day in Miss Brand's English class, we were watching this video about race, well, specifically race in America, and like the different perspectives on that. And a lot of the white students in our class were kind of like, well, these black people are like overreacting and this and this and this. But, you know, since I felt that and I have a personal connection to the issue, then I was able to offer a different perspective. And I think that, like, comes up in your history classes, too. Just, like, a different perspective
Off
on
of
history.
what she said about junior speeches, like with my own experience, like I wrote a junior speech about believing in a tree. I mean, not many people would take that, especially as an Episcopal school, you know. And, you know, even Ashby, she helped me write the paper, and she helped me, she corrected it, and she told me, you know, well, this is a little offensive, so put this in it, and it helped. Like, she made it, the paper, what it was. And so even though we have completely polar opposite beliefs, we're still, you know, best friends because she's extremely accepting of everything that I have to say and that I believe in, even though it's completely opposite from what she is. But she doesn't, you know, of course we make fun of each other like any other friend would do, but I mean, it's, she's very, very, like, accepting, and it goes for all St. Mary's girls. I mean, there are those few, like in any other school, that the joking does get too far, like Mariama said, and they'll say, you know, you're my best black friend, and I mean, that's, you know, doesn't feel too good, but I mean, you know, especially, like, I can relate to her just saying that she likes me for who I am, and she reaches out to me, whether it's just as a black person or, you know, just as me, who I am, like, inside, as cheesy as that sounds.
Final thoughts.
Yeah.
It can be anything.
Love life, YOLO, be accepting.
My aunts and my cousins and stuff that I was going to a school in Raleigh, North Carolina, they were like...
Where's that?
Well, yeah, first they were like, where's that? And they were like, oh, it's going to be mostly white people there. Like, you have to watch out, you know? You can't let yourself be turned white by these people. And and it was a really, like, not only was me turning white a really big concern of my family, but it was me feeling like I was like I was a drop in an ocean, like, of white. Like, it would have been weird for me, despite the fact that I had gone to like mostly white schools all of my life, going so far away to white schools, because I'd been like when I was younger, I used to be teased when I was I went to a Catholic school in which I was the only black child in
I went to a
the
black
entire
Catholic school.
and I had gotten nicknames like Blackie and
That's original.
I've learned that even if you don't think you have prejudices, you do. Growing up in a small white town in South Carolina, I was surrounded by white my whole life. I didn't even know I had prejudices until I came here, and I realized these people are not like me. Like, being far away from home and becoming best friends with a black person was unheard of at home, and now I am, and I've overcome my prejudices.
kind of going off what Ashby said, it takes time to, one, realize what prejudices you have, and then two, to get rid of them. And it takes a lot of soul searching, and just know that if you're ever feeling frustrated.
I just feel like it's okay to be who you are, and that if you're uncomfortable in a situation, don't be afraid to speak up, because I know speaking up is what helped me with help others, because people don't know, or you hope people don't know until you tell them, hey, this is not appropriate to say, not being afraid to voice, you know, what's going on with you, so they'll know.
This is my favorite quote, but it says, if you're your true self, then you'll never have any competition. And I really believe that as long as you act like your true self every single day of your life, then you will find the right path.